Namaste, great morning everyone. I wanted to make some commentary on the state of the world now, basically, and to address Mr. Bhagavan Reddy directly. Okay, I had put a comment on a site called The Logical Indian, and it's Indian as in East Indian, okay, that I was waiting to see what all these virulent naysayers will say when the trial for Nityananda actually takes place, and when they find out the truth that it's not the papers that have been lying, but the Nityananda spin team. So now what? And so this Bhagavan Reddy comes back and he says he works at Paramahamsa Nityananda's. Okay, he goes, yes, you will apologize to us when the judgment comes. Okay, instead of T-O-O, it's just T-O. Okay, T-O-O means also. So who else am I going to apologize to? Okay, said even now you need to apologize to Hindus and Hindu gurus for wrong characterization of our Hindu gurus. And I said, I'm a guru and I apologize for nothing. You should check facts before making your ridiculous post. You know, and this is what you see all over. You know, all over is, oh, they're trying to smear our Hindu gurus, our Hinduism. They're after our Hinduism. Look, I teach Hinduism. Am I a Hindu? No. According to so many Indians, you can only be a Hindu if you're born in the Indus Valley. My form was not born in the Indus Valley. Therefore, they exclude me from actually being a Hindu. But I most readily teach Hinduism. And just as those that want to smear and say that, you know, I speak out and against Christianity, again, furthest thing from the truth. Okay. So every time, you know, there's a huge difference between speaking out against a corrupt con artist setting themselves up as a guru and speaking against Hinduism. You will never, ever, ever, not once have you ever heard me say something against Hinduism, against specific practices, against specific people that are doing erroneous things, yes, but that's not speaking out against Hinduism. Okay, that's not condemning all gurus. Okay, so this thing that they continue to do when they hear something they don't like, immediately you're lumped into this category where you're a Christian. You've got a white face, you're a Christian, you're speaking out against Hinduism. Absolute nonsense. Okay, 100% nonsense. Okay. And people don't see what's going on. There's more and more and more polarization happening. Us against them. We want our own little conscript group, and nothing can go outside of that. If it's outside of that in any way, shape, or form, then we're going to fight against it. Okay? Rather than seeing that we are humanity, and I like what the Navajo people call themselves. They're just the people, Dine. They're Dine. They're the people. That's the attitude that the world should come to. We are the people. Not this divisive thing that you see happening. And we see it everywhere. What is everybody reading Mein Kampf? Divide and conquer? What? Is everybody on the communist playbook of, lie, deny, and make accusations elsewhere? Okay? And that's what you see happening again and again and again in politics in this country with Trump and the people there lie, deny, and point accusations elsewhere. Divide and conquer. Set up people against each other. Try to bring back racism. As if we don't have enough problem with it here, they're going to try to ramp it up even more. Divide and conquer, divide and conquer, divide and conquer. Okay? Absolute lie. We need to get a handle on this, people. Okay? And this idea that these ones, that they have no morals left, no integrity, no values. If they don't like what you say, they're going to find some way to attempt to smear you. And when they can't find facts, they'll make it up. Okay? That's not spirituality. That's not opening up to, how do you think you're going to reach realization, moksha, when you're against everyone and anything? Okay? It's not going to happen. Okay? When you're locked in your little ego trap, and you're fighting everyone, and you're fighting everything, there is no room for that expansion to take place. Okay? So people, really, before we destroy this planet, there needs to be a radical change as to what is for the benefit of humanity versus I want my way and I want it now. Really, you see the world's going closer to Satanism. I hate to say it. Of my way, and I don't give a rat's ass what happens to the rest of the planet or anybody else. I want what I want, and I want it now. And I don't care who I have to step on, who I have to hurt to get it. Okay? That is a sad commentary on the state of this planet, the state of humanity. Okay? Like I said, things are becoming more and more polarized day by day. What side are you going to be on in this polarization? Are you going to get cynical? You going to jump on the Trump train of white supremacists, the good old boys club, us against them? Or the same thing with the Hindu radicals, everybody's out to get us against them, our way's the only way. Now you think that they don't have prejudice in India? You can think again. Like I said, I lived there for quite a number of years. And I can tell you what the Brahmins say. The whites are so low, they don't even have a caste system. That's how low they are. Okay? But they're happy to take everyone's money. They're happy to use their quote-unquote Brahmanism to fleece people into doing ceremonies. Okay? Yet living there, you see that they're not out doing what they're supposed to be doing in the morning, which is being out in the Ganges, reciting the Gayatri mantra. There are specific things they are supposed to do. They don't do it. Yet they parade and crow around that they are Brahmins. I doubt they even know what the threefold cord represents. Okay. So again, this idea, and people have immediate reaction. If you have a white face, if you're not brown and you don't wear orange, you can't be a guru. Nonsense. Spirituality is not based on where the form is born. It's based on spirituality. Spirit has no form. I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings. But spirituality, whether you find it in the form of Christianity, Hinduism, whether it's from Muslim, it doesn't matter. Whether it's Native American, I don't care where it comes from. Spirituality wears no face. Okay? And if you get to the heart of all spirituality, you'll say it has a lot of commonalities in it. Now, what happens when men get a hold of it, men with their little minds, they take something which is supposed to be expansive and they put a lot of rules, regulations, do's, do nots, all of this drama on it to make it into something divisive. They take something pure and they corrupt it. And the further down the line it goes, the more corrupt it becomes. Okay, find the heart, find the kernel, find that truth which is located somewhere deep in there and build on that. Don't take the outer drama like the Christians that are teaching prosperity and all these other dramas, which have nothing to do with genuine Christianity, genuine teachings. Okay? Bypass those. Those are the same as the con men like Nityananda, which ruined Hinduism. I'm not a blight on Hinduism. The con men that are abusing the real, genuine teachings are a blight on Hinduism. They are a blight on every guru. They make a mockery of it. They make a mockery of the title of guru. Okay. So again, people need to come to this recognition that spirituality is not based upon where one is born, what color their face is, etc. It's nonsense. Okay. And that one needs to stand up and speak out for the people. Care more about the people, care more about the planet, care more about everyone progressing rather than protecting some ego thing that you're involved in, egocentric thing. Okay? Which makes you feel good in the moment. Okay, I can buy into that. I like that. I'm going to fight tooth and nail for it. Even though it's 100% erroneous. Okay? If you want to know, you want to check out a guru, check out what they are teaching. Is it changing in every second? Are their words following the intent of that spirituality path that they are imparting? Check with the sages. Check with the traditional writings. Okay? Their words, their actions, their pointings should all go in that same direction. If it's something totally different and unrecognizable and they go, it's new on the planet, there is nothing new under the sun. Have you ever heard that? There is nothing new under the sun. Realization is realization is realization. Moksha is moksha is moksha. Okay? Yes, there are many ways to reach there. But when something is so skewed that it bears no resemblance, then there's something that's wrong. Okay? When you've got somebody saying they're a guru and all they have is book learning, they have no genuine experience. You're not going to get very far. You might as well go to a library, check out a book yourself, and sit there and read it. You'll have just as much information as what they're imparting. Okay? Genuine spiritual knowledge comes only from when one has walked the path, gone through those experiences, understands what works, what doesn't work. Okay? That takes years of dedication. Okay? If you have somebody, again, like Nityananda in his fake hagiography, who claims he was born January 1st, like Krishna, therefore he's Krishna reborn and we all need to rejoice. No, check out his passport. He's not born on January 1st in his big, huge story he's got surrounding it. He was born March 13th, 1977. When he claims he was in the Himalayas having all these deep experiences, and Babaji was there and was giving him his name, he was sitting in a little bitty ashram. He was nowhere near the Himalayas, and he wasn't even that great of a student in the ashram. Check out the facts. Check out the facts from the fallacy. Okay. Again, you know, this is not just against Nityananda. There have been many. Osho was somebody that understood psychology. He used it. He abused people. All nonsense. Like to tell a lot of stories. People had a lot of fun. They laughed. Sex. You can be a sannyasi one day and have sex the next. Doesn't matter. He'd tell them whatever they wanted to hear. And he got Rolls Royce after Rolls Royce after Rolls Royce, condom and fleeced them out of money after money after money. Of course, towards the end, a lot of them went crazy. They had arms, they had guns, they had, somebody tried to poison people. I mean, it's crazy. You had TM, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Him and his flying practice, which of course Nityananda is trying to adopt, jumping and hopping like frogs. Just saying the most absolute asinine doublespeak that nobody can understand, so they think it's so deep, and he's saying nothing. Con people out of money after money after money. He'd give them Bij mantras. That's it. He'd give them a Bij mantra, depending on when their birth date was. His great wisdom. Okay. I could go on. Sai Baba. Horrible. Pedophile. Again, Nityananda's using the Sai Baba sleight of hand. Yet again, another con man. Another world guru. Another, out for money and fame and drama. Tells ego what they want to hear. Genuine spiritual growth? Very little. If you're going to look for a guru, don't look for somebody that's big, popular, because you're going to get what sounds good to ego. You're not going to get the hard lessons. You're not going to get what needs to come. You had the guy that came to Ramana, and Ramana never was a guru. He wanted to stay in realization. That was it. He didn't want to work with people. He was not there to monitor their stuff. He would answer their questions from the state of realization. Okay? But the day-to-day monitoring their practices, he didn't want to do. Although he did tell some people, he told one man not to sit by him. He understood the energy was too strong. And this man went off his rocker. He wouldn't listen. Okay. Ramana had given a few hard lessons to people as well. He was not popular. There's somebody that wrote a scathing book about him. One of the most enlightened men on the planet, genuine, and even he had scathing book written about him, okay? So, again, you know, you're not going to please everyone no matter what you do, okay? These fake gurus want to say that, oh, anybody that comes is getting enlightened. You're already enlightened. You're already that. You're, you know, these ones that want to be Advaita teachers. And they think all you have to do is do Advaita speak. Just be an Advaita policeman and Advaita speak, and you're already that. Well, you are already that in one sense, but you have a long way to go to recognize really what that is. It's like peeling layers off of an onion. There's a lot of work to be done to find out you go nowhere. What you were seeking for was always already right in there. But you are blind to it, okay? And you will stay blind to it until you do the path. So it's very much it's a very odd thing. You go here, there, all across the world, and you find out you couldn't have got away from it if you tried. It's inherent, it's your being. But unless you go here or there, you're not going to find it out. So it's a very odd path sometimes that we have to take to find out the truth of being, the truth of that unchanging is in the midst of the ever-changing Advaita realm. Okay? So please, people, don't be befooled by these ones that want to set up, divide, and conquer, us against them. They try to pull you in to some little ego drama. Okay? And this is how they get caught. Oh, you're hurting, you're suffering. Let me help you with that. Oh, you're angry. We're angry too. Come join us and let's all be angry together. And we're going to make it better. And yet they're conning them every step of the way. Don't be fooled into going down that type of a happening. Because all you're going to generate is more anger, more frustration. You can try to kid yourself for a while that you're gaining more powers, you're getting more things, but eventually the truth is going to come out, and you're going to have to recognize that really you haven't gone very far at all. You've just been having some entertainment, which you've been paying a lot of money for, I guarantee it. Okay, jumping through hoops, trying to impress the leader which you put on a pedestal so you don't have to take responsibility for your own life. You can delegate the responsibility to the leader. And then when you find out it all goes wrong, then you can blame them as well. Again, not take responsibility for your actions. What a game people play with themselves. But eventually, you'll get sick of the games and want to get off the wheel of karma and then actually start doing the introspection. Okay, this is something I haven't talked about for a while. If you're doing like the practice of Ramana, Ramana's practice was to sit there and contemplate and watch the mind and say, it's who am I? But I say, don't say who am I, because people have a tendency with who am I to all these titles and dramas and things that they've gathered and collected trying to sort through that. It's rather, what is this I? What is this I? That gets rid of a lot of the drama that you're going to be trying to sort through with the question who. Better to say what. What is this I? If it's something that comes and goes, that's not it. Okay? The self is permanent, unchanging, is. Okay? Which is at the center. When you peel away all of the ego drama of this I persona, one gets to that which fuels it. One gets to that which is that life force, pure, unadulterated, that has no face, and all the drama that you collected has nothing to do with it. Okay, so what is this I? Start with that premise. Sit there in quietude and watch what comes and goes with the mind. Watch. Where does it come to? Where does it go to? Where does it come from? Where does it go to? It only has life when you're paying attention to it. And when you're not paying attention to it, where did it go? What happened to it? Start there. Okay? Start there. On the genuine journey to discovery of realization, moksha. I am that I am. Okay? Namaste. Have a great day, everyone.